Road to Success is brought to you by Equity Bank.
Equity Bank. You are listening, caring partner.
You're watching Road to Success, the key to your next level in business. You're watching Road to Success, the key to your next level in business. My guest today is Lorna Ruto. She's the director of EcoPost. Welcome to the show.
Oh, thank you.
EcoPost, tell me about that business. What does it do? When did it start?
EcoPost is a company involved in recycling of plastic waste. Then we manufacture them to very aesthetic, durable, and environmentally friendly fencing posts. You know, every single day in Nairobi, Kenya, 2,400 metric tons of waste is normally generated, 20% of which is plastic. So this is the waste that is normally thrown everywhere, littering the streets, clogging the sewers. And what we do is we collect this waste, and we now providing a solid waste management solution. And at the same time, our products are providing an alternative to timber.
So EcoPost makes posts.
We actually make posts for fencing, but they also have various applications. They can be used for roofing trusses. They can also be used for floor tiles or decking boards. Some people use them for kennels. They have a very huge application, even for outdoor furniture. Yes, but at the moment, most of our product is for fencing.
Where did the idea come from? I mean, I'm trying to think, how do you come up with an idea of, we have so much waste, we can actually make this into posts, save trees?
Actually, I'm very passionate about the environment, and all this plastic menace littering the place, normally, it really irritates me. So I was wondering, we researched, and I was wondering, what can we do about this plastic waste? How can we make them sustainable? How can we produce something good out of them? And that's how the idea came about, and we researched and we started. It wasn't easy.
Were you doing a different business? Were you in employment at that point? You know, what was going on in your life?
Actually, I was working at the bank. I had to make a very hard decision. I had to resign, and I went now into this business that I've been very passionate about. Ever since I was young, I've always been passionate about the environment. I wanted to see, I love living in a clean place, beautiful environment, and all this plastic waste all over the place. It's such an eyesore. I thought, what could we do with it? And that's how the business came about. I'm very committed to environmental excellence, integrated with a business-wide approach to sustainability, and also eradicating poverty. So with that, now I've been able to come up with a business, and we can actually create a difference to people's life by creating employment and also have a good impact on the environment.
Tell me about the transition from just employment, to this business.
I'm an accountant by profession. I did accounting, my accounting degree in African Nazarene University. With the accounting skills I acquired, I'm able to really handle the general management in the company, financials, and then together with my business partner, is called Charles. He comes in very well with the technical skills that I require to make this business a success.
How did the business start? So now you talked about doing the research. Did you do that while you were still employed?
Yes, I started. In fact, I wrote a business plan a long time ago, even while I was still working at the bank, where I was doing actually marketing at that point. I actually sent my business plan to these business plan competitions. At that moment, we only had a single machine in a very small factory. In fact, when we were running out of rent, and we didn't have the technological skills required for that business, it was harsh. But then, thank God to this business plan competition that I won, we were able to get funding that at least boosted us even to now go to the next step. And we acquired a grant for even now putting our business on its feet.
When I come to EcoPost now, Tell me about the products in terms of what do I find?
Our products are basically posts. They can be round or square. We actually customize them to suit the client's need. They can be 3-inch, 4-inch, up to 6-inch, and they can be 6 feet, even up to 11 feet. And they're very aesthetic. They're very durable. They can last up to 1,000 years. It will not rot. It's termite resistant, and then it's very environmentally friendly, and it's easy to work with, just like timber. Like you can drill on it, you can put nails. It just works perfectly.
Obviously, it's called EcoPost because you're trying to save the environment. Yes. And I'm trying to think how many posts are equivalent to a tree.
For every 25 posts we make, we're able to save a fully matured cedar tree. So we've been able to save several trees in the environment at the moment. And what we intend to do is actually to capture the institutions who have forests. We want to fence the forest with the same product. We also want to fence the national parks so that we can preserve our wildlife. And those institution customers are also very good because of the frequencies of order, and they are also the quantities of order is good. So if we get the tenders, as the government promised that they'll be giving 10% of tenders to young entrepreneurs, we'll be able to add a lot of value to our ecosystem.
Lorna, we need to take a short break now. When we return, we'll hear more about EcoPosts. Don't go away. Welcome back. You're watching Road to Success, the key to your next level in business. My guest is Lorna Ruto, Director of EcoPosts. Welcome back to the show.
Thank you.
When you thought about cleaning up the environment and using these plastics, did you set up now centers where people put, their collection points? How did you begin the cleanup and getting the material for your posts?
Actually, out of our entrepreneurship efforts, we have over 200 entrepreneurs. Those are the people who are manning collection yards, especially the youths and the women. And from them, we're able to buy all the plastic waste that we need. So we normally go around the collection yards with trucks to pick the waste, and then we take them to our godown for processing.
When you talk about plastics, are we talking about what? Plastic bottles, paper bags? I mean, which plastics do you use for your posts?
Hard plastics, the polythene bags from the supermarkets. There are various types of plastics. They're not the same type, but the advantage of this project is we can actually withdraw any and all type of plastics from the environment. Apart from that, all the other plastics we can withdraw, and so far we've withdrawn over 300 metric tons of waste from the environment. That's like 300,000 kilograms.
What are some of the challenges that you faced running this business?
The biggest challenge, I think, to most entrepreneurs is funding, of course. Like right now, we only have a few machines. We really need maybe financing to expand our production capacity so that we can be able to produce more posts to meet the demand. But we thank God it's a good problem as compared to if we were producing and there was no customer for our products.
What does it take to be in your kind of business?
It takes a lot of patience. It takes a lot of passion. You really need to be passionate about what you really want to achieve. It takes a lot of determination and commitment. It's hard work. It's not easy.
How did you market yourself? How do people know that you exist?
Actually, we've segmented our markets into 3 segments. We have the residents, the commercial, and the institutions. We have the residents are basically a person like me or you who can come to buy our pots of fencing their home or making their kennels, and also for the commercials, we target like hotels and cattle ranches, among others. And then the institutions like the Kenya Wildlife Services and Kenya Forest Authority, Kenya Airports, all those institutions, we have 3 different marketing strategies for them.
What motivates you to enter these competitions and even the boldness to present yourself, and obviously the many awards that you've won?
The policymakers in this country, I believe they want to make a difference in the society. We don't need to really struggle on our own when we can create this a big impact, to this big difference we want to make by getting assistance from people who really want to make a difference to people's life through using entrepreneurs like us. I know there are people out there who want to create employment, they want to eradicate poverty, and if we can work together with them, I realize we can make a much bigger difference than if I said I'm going to work on this alone. So this is why I've been up, and I've seen that was a good channel for us to use, because when you compete in these business competitions, you're able to get all the benefits that come with it, and that's how I've been able to win in the bid network competition, and even they took us to the Netherlands, where I was able to meet at a very vibrant marketplace with investors, and I'm now in talks with one of them who wants to come in and bring in all the machinery we need for the production of our products. I dream of a world whereby people will have all the necessities they need. There'll be no poverty. We'll be living in a beautiful environment, and there'll be so many trees. When I think about that, I think it's time to wake up, and I know I can actually turn this trash to cash.
Talking about dreams, 5 years from now, 10 years from now, when you think about EcoPosts, what do you see?
Actually, our mission is to add value to waste, and our vision is to be leaders. By the year 2025, we want to be able to have an integrated waste management solution. When people think of waste in this country, they will know EcoPost solved. They'll know, when they think future, they'll think EcoPost in terms of a clean environment, zero waste, and we intend to actually drive the society, come up with a solution, and work together to make this difference.
Lorna, thank you so much for coming on the show and sharing your story with us. Very inspiring, young entrepreneur, making a lot of impact not only in the business world, but more importantly, in our environment.
Oh, thank you too.
You've been watching Road to Success, the key to your next level in business. You've had it from the expert. Do not fear failure. It's actually something that builds muscle. Have a great week. God bless.
Road to Success is brought to you by Equity Bank.
Equity Bank. You are listening, caring partner.